The presence of embattled Member of Parliament George Wright in the House of Representatives caused a clash between government and opposition members on Tuesday. Wright is now sitting as an independent member following his resignation from the ruling Jamaica Labour Party. Carol Francis has more.
Tuesday's sitting of Parliament began like any other. The roll was called and the day's business began. Prime Minister Andrew Holness had risen to his feet to make a statement when he was interrupted by Leader of Opposition Business in the House, Anthony Hilton. His contention was the presence of Westmoreland Central MP George Wright on the opposition side of the aisle. Mr. Wright had been on a leave of absence from the House following an alleged physical altercation with a female. He returned to Parliament last week. Since then, he has sat on the opposition side since he had resigned from the Jamaica Labour Party in early June. The opposition took exception to this.
There's a stranger in our midst on this side of the House.
This prompted a response from his government counterpart, EDMUND Bartlett.
It is not in the best tradition of Westminster for an interruption to happen after a motion in relation to any matter on the order paper is stated, particularly when it is the Prime Minister who is about to speak. And Madam Speaker, to indicate that a stranger is in the House is a matter that is, first of all, there's no stranger in the House. Anyone who is a member of this House is a member of this House. And Madam Speaker, you know, there is an issue in relation to tolerance and just how much this House can tolerate histrionics and attempts at all times to create media sensation, which has no bearing.
What's the point of order?
Speaker,
what's the point
Madam
of order?
Speaker?
House Speaker MARISA DALRYMPLE-PHILIBERT explained that parliamentary rules allowed for independent members to sit in the House.
We do have a marshal here in Parliament, and if there is a stranger in this House, he will be removed. It is my considered opinion and my ruling this afternoon is that the opposition benches here in Parliament belong to any member of Parliament who is not a member of government.
The opposition would interrupt again.
No, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, on a point of order.
No.
Madam Speaker.
I expect, Madam, I am now going to call.
Madam Speaker.
No, I'm not going to allow
Madam Speaker,
you.
on a point of order.
You
have sat there in your chair. You have allowed the leader of government business to impute motive and to call us histrionic because we have sought to express our opinion.
I believe
that's
going to
wrong,
ask
and
the
I believe that it's an abuse of the majority.
What the member is saying.
Matter.
I have not given her permission to speak.
And that's fine. And that is not a surprise. Not the way we have been managed here. It's not a surprise.
I want members of government, please.
Madam Speaker.
Members of government. I expect all members of this House, government and opposition, to be respectful.
In the end, Mr. Wright was allowed to sit in the House as an independent member. For the news on PBCJ, I'm Carol Francis.